mate.
He doesn't know that it's a bit.
What I was going to say.
I'll help you. All right, Nathan, what are we going to do today?
All right. So last episode we were doing the intercooler piping on the Cortina. This episode we're going to get a little bit more into that still. We're going to scallop out a bit of the rad support. We're going to do a little bit of a fab day today. A little fab day, not a big fab day. We're going to get rid of the filler neck in the boot as well. And we're going to box that up so then we can run our dry brakes to drain our fuel system. So little fab day. It's only a little bit of fab work, but we're going to take our time and do a job.
The Mickey job, yes.
A Mickey job. So
intercooler piping, what's changed? What have we got?
So we did get some 135 degree angles. Looks like it's going to work, but we just had a discussion then and we're like, if we're going to scallop this out and make more room at the front of the car, we're probably better off waiting till we make more room and then we can play with this a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave the intercooler piping for now and we're going to cut to scalloping out the front. So what we did get was some 4-inch pipe and our plan is to scallop in some 4-inch pipe there. So then we've got a lot more room between our silicon bend and there, because right now it's rubby.
Yeah, and we have like an inch between the headlight and that radio support.
Yeah, so easy, more than an inch. So we've got a big gap there behind the headlight. The headlight is pretty much where it's going to be. So as long as we keep, I reckon, a 10mm clearance off the headlight.
Yeah, 100%.
Or a finger, because then we could probably kick this pipe out a little bit more to give us a bit more room for that sweep.
Yes, so the issue is with this 135, looks like it's going to work. And like you saw us, I think last episode we had the silicon bend.
Yeah.
135 silicon bend, and it would have worked, absolutely. That's our backup plan, worst case. This is a way bigger radius, which means it needs to go further into the guard. We don't have to go so far into the guard if we can come out a little bit with this, which is what this bend naturally wants to do. It's not been able to do that at the moment because it's hitting this radio support panel. So that's why we're leaving this for now. We're going to come back to it and revisit it. So,
we're going to cut it out.
Let's get hacking into a Cortina. Purists, look away. For the record, it's already been hacked. Yeah, just so everyone knows.
It's already been cut up.
That'll be pretty easy.
Can you pass me the king chrome knife? Oh no, I'll use it.
Here, king chrome scissors here.
What?
Hang on, have you not seen the king chrome scissors?
No, I think I have, I just haven't used it.
If I can remember.
If you can remember where they are.
Nope. Try that one. Nope. There you go. Top left. They're not just scissors, they're like shears.
Jesus
These things will go
Christ.
through anything.
What, am I shearing sheep?
Yeah.
Showing the sheep.
Arts and crafts with Nathan. Alright, so he's got his half moon, or his biscuit.
My basket. Now I just want to do a bit of this.
Getting really fancy with this.
I am. Probably too fancy. I probably don't even need this.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Well, it's got to be like that though.
Take
See,
off.
that sticks out too much.
Yeah, so take off like from, I reckon,
So another
15
10
mil
mil.
in. Take off 15 mil, I reckon, and I reckon you'll be fine. You want to
in
like,
the middle.
what, you do 7.5?
No.
That was quick math!
I went 12.
That was quick math.
Michael's been up in his math game on his time off.
I have been.
Not fixing Geminis.
No, I haven't.
It's nice doing fab work out in the not hoist bay
It is.
because it's so roomy. There we go.
Whew. I'm dizzy after that.
Whoa! Oh, okay. So there is a little bit to scallop out on this, actually.
What do you mean? As in?
Well, to get that shape. But that works pretty good. And then like I'll cut this back a bit more, make it look schmicky.
Don't forget, that's going to go in a fair bit because it's got to go to the furthest point of
Yeah,
that.
exactly
scallop,
right.
You know what
So
I mean?
I've got to scallop it. That's why I brought the paper to get that that edge.
But I feel like
I can just mark that and get it with a
well,
grinder.
you've got heaps. 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Ah, that is what I want.
So if I hold it for you, yeah. My man's gonna kill me.
Mate!
He doesn't know that I took this.
Mate, hell yeah. Genius. Now let's play the game, get rid of the red.
Yeah.
Oh mate, if that works, I mean it's not gonna work, but it's gonna work.
Not bad.
Not bad, still needs a little bit more there, but let's just see.
Just see the theory works, eh?
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. It's probably missing.
I need to
take
chop
some
out
off
more there, yeah.
Hang on, before you go away with it, we should mark how high we're going. So we're always in the same spot. So come down just a wee bit to get center. Maybe just 2.5 mil down. No, that's 3.
What is going on here? Not bad. Let's gotta knock that corner off there.
Yeah. You know we're getting serious when the welding blanket's coming out.
What we're gonna do is just tack this in, just to hold it. Then that side is like done. We'll probably move to this side, do the same thing. Just tack it in, sit the headlights in, make sure everything clears, and see like if we can scallop this out a little bit more. But anyway, it's gonna work really nice. So, it's down there. That's where it's got to go there.
So you know?
Yeah.
Nothing wants to stick to our intercooler, so that'll work.
Straight off the bar.
Nice welding. Oh, look at that!
Oh, yeah! And that is a finger width. What did we say? We wanted a finger width.
10 mil is a certified finger, isn't it?
Yeah. Mate, that's Mickey.
You can see we've still got plenty of room for that headlight adjustment. And unless we're going cross-eyed with these headlight alignment, we should be fine. We're going to cut it off now. We're going to make a template of that, and hopefully it mirrors to this side. If not, we'll just make another piece, but that'll be the quickest and easiest way to do it. Try and make a mirror. Really good tack. Good tack.
Well, it's pretty thin there. Having this paper in the shed is so good. This thick paper is like really good for this type of templates and stuff.
Yeah. Do you know what else I found really good for? And I've actually got a bunch of the factory. Manila folders. You know the manila folder that you used to get? Like the...
Oh yeah, I think it's kind of the same. Manila's probably thicker.
Yeah. This is probably better because it actually bends a bit more. But manila folders, I grabbed a bunch of them once and they were really good.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
So now this just has to be... Which side does this go?
That way.
That way. Yeah.
Yeah, just...
So I'll hold it like this, go to the...
Yeah.
There you go, sir.
Yay.
Make it look as good as this.
Oh, it's going to be hard to do. You've done a good job there. Just like that.
Look at the room now.
Oh, that looks grouse. We should also point out, yes, we've just taken a massive chunk out of the radiator support panel, but there's also this upright on both sides around the radiator which holds the radiator support in place. What you're about to see is not 100% legal.
Turn it down.
I'll give you about 13, I reckon.
happy with it, Michael?
I'm very happy with it. So it's turned out really well. We're just going to clean this one up a bit. We got in there with a grinder to sort of smooth finish it. Not bad, straight off the wheel and the gun, if you ask me. So if we wanted to get really fancy with it, we could put some filler in there and fill it over, which when we're painting the bay, we might do, just to smooth it off a little bit. The headlights here, you're never going to see this.
Yeah.
We just want to make it look legit. One really handy tip when you're doing this sort of stuff, or we found when we're trying to grind this out, you can get flappy wheels with flappy wheel material on both top and bottom. And it just means you can sort of get really in there and take out a bunch of material. So these are a godsend for exactly what we just tried to do just then. So just going to neaten this up a little bit, and then Nate's going to put a bit of paint on it, and this is pretty much done. Then we can try our intercooler pipe, see if it actually fits.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Back to the task at hand, the intercooler piping.
Exactly right. All right, he just couldn't help himself. He had to see whether it was going to work.
I did.
Nathan has clocked the turbo back a little bit. Because it's on a V-band, we can actually lay the turbo back a little bit, which gives us a bit more room for our filter and everything, which is now going to come straight out the bonnet.
Like nothing's pulling, pushing, everything's sitting quite snug.
Yeah, and we can probably still take some out of that.
Well, I haven't even cut this down yet.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll mark it where it's happy and then give it like 30 mil for the hose, because this is actually shoved right up to here.
Yeah,
that's the end of the pipe there.
And it's sort of pushing. See how we've actually come close to our...
But it's still not touching though.
No, it's not touching, but still, we want to try and get
So-
10 mil clearance.
But man, that's killer. And because I kicked it up a bit, it's got room to go around this, and we can probably make the airbox is going to be quite tricky. But I couldn't help myself. That's it. The intercooler piping is finished. I can't stop looking at it. Why does it look so good? Because turbos and socks. Turbos and socks.
That would be a good t-shirt.
Turbos and socks.
Look at the weight. Look at the stance on the turbo.
I know.
No turbo has any right to look that good just sitting in an engine bay.
No, it's just in your face.
Oh, don't use your template, mate. Go get something else.
Oh, it's alright.
You happy?
I'm wrapped. I'm super happy.
Yeah,
I'll pull that pipe out now and cut it, and then we can move on to the boot.
Yeah,
Happy day.
I reckon.
We've finished the intercooler piping. So, everything's ran. We've got good clearance. Pretty much run our fingers between everything. Put pinch weld all around here as well, just in case. So that'll all be there. Once that's bully lined as well, it'll look killer. Hoses are cut down. Everything's loose and just comfortable where it is.
Yeah.
So it's ended up working out perfect. We used 135 degree. We cut that down. We bead rolled it, clocked the turbo up a bit to kick our angle, and it just works. Looks killer. We've got good space between our bottom rad hose. I'm really happy with that. I think that is a key thing finished off and ticked off.
I have one question for you though.
What?
Does the turbo being that clocked cause an issue with oil? I just thought about it now. In the comments below, let us know. Is that going to be an issue?
Yeah, let us know actually.
Is it all going to end up draining into the
back?
Into the back.
Let us know in the comments if you can have your turbo on an angle.
Yeah.
But for the moment, it's staying like this.
Yeah. I like it because it looks tough.
Anyway, that's it. Intercooler piping is actually done. Oh, mount surge tank and battery, that's done.
We finished something.
All right, we're getting there. Yeah, we can put the headlights back in permanently, and we can move on.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Can we put the grill back in today?
Oh, we actually can put the grill back in.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's nothing there.
It's factory.
What do you mean?
All right, the grill is in. And quite honestly, you'd never even know that we modified it.
Nah, you wouldn't even once it's painted.
Whew. Look at that. There's our little gap in there. Well done, man.
Nailed it.
Good work.
All right. Now, we are going to address the angle of the turbo.
Yeah, we've done a bit of reading and apparently they don't really like it. So we're going to see if we can straighten up even a little bit. I don't care if there's a little bit of an angle, but that's a hell of an angle. This turbo's trying to suck birds out of the sky at the minute. We're trying to level it out a bit and see what we can do.
This is why we V-bend. Oh, I did the turbo up too. So that angle, that's better.
Oh,
that's almost
fine.
That's almost level.
Yeah, that's fine. So we managed to drop the angle way down as well. Still managed to keep all our angles and stuff. This hose here is probably a little bit long, so we're going to cut that a little bit shorter when we get to it. But the hose clamp should be going around there,
Yeah.
which will flatten that off a little bit more.
Doesn't look as cool.
Doesn't look as cool, but it's probably going to make the turbo last longer.
It's only China though.
China.
Just buy like 10, have them on the shelf. Oh, there's another one! Onto the boot.
Onto the boot.
Do you want to explain what we're doing in the boot, Michelle?
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Okay, so now we're going to do some fab work in the back, and I'm not sure whether we've explained what the plan is here in any of the previous episodes, so we're going to go through it now real quick. So in here, we obviously have our filler for the vehicle where it would have filled the fuel tank, which would have lived under here. Obviously, we don't need that anymore because it gets filled through here. So that means that this thing is no longer useful to us. Not only does it take up space because we have this big tube right here. This is in good condition. But what we're thinking we're going to do is we're going to cut it out, flatten this off and weld in just a flat panel. That's all it needs to be. And we're going to weld in the bottom to this box so that it seals up. The reason being is because if you remember the fairing, we use dry brakes. These things right here. This is a dry brake fitting where you have hose come in from this side, hose on this side, and it means that we can plug in to our fuel system without spilling any fuel, and we can pump our fuel out of the vehicle. The reason why we do that is because we run E85 on the track, and when we're doing drag challenge we run 98 to do the kilometers just for fuel saving purposes, because you don't get very far in E85 on the fair lane. But we're looking the other day where we're going to place it. We're like, well, what if we did something real cool and we mount this, and it will be this side here, we mount them both in here, in where the fuel filler would have been, and that way when we come to the drag strip we can open this up, plug our hoses in, put our jerry cans right here, empty the fuel tanks. Nice and easy, no getting messy, no getting underneath the car, trying to drain out the fuel cells or surge tanks. And then when we're done, close it up and walk away. Beautiful.
We'll get into that now. So probably take the fuel cell out so we can get into it, get in there and work around it, because it'll be a pain to work around and we don't want to damage it. So let's get cutting and welding again, shall we? Fab day, mini fab day, that's where we're at.
Okay, we've had some lunch. Now it's time to destroy the boot. That's a hell of a size hose, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Hello.
Back up. Yep.
Don't scratch it.
Yeah, man.
Look at all this space.
Come on, look at that shit.
Go and do it in the boot. Get the grinder. Oh, you know what? While we're here, I might take this out and trim that as well too.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, while you're cutting that, I might as well.
Yeah, that'll take me a while to get that down.
Yeah.
All right, done. Let's do it.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a demonstration of what this thing's going to look like at Summer Nap. Having fun?
Yeah.
What else would you rather be doing on your Friday afternoon?
Exactly.
Alright, well.
Damn, that looks nice.
I've just put this through the laser cutter. The homemade laser cutter. Not bad, eh?
Yeah, looks good. Oh, wow.
Not bad.
Not bad, that's good.
Pretty good grinder.
Once that's painted,
Yeah.
wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Mint.
So I'll bolt that back up now.
Yep.
And you can keep doing what you're doing there, and then we can weld a piece in.
Yeah.
And Nathan has his Jantin lid ready to go.
My patch panel's made. A hammer and dolly would be quite nice right now, but
They're all at the Gemini in the factory.
They're at the factory. So I'm just going to weld it in, and then we'll hammer and dolly it later. We're going to have to put a skim of filler here anyways to flatten it off before we paint the boot. So Michael's cutting the plate for the fuel filler neck thing.
Yep.
Plate thing.
Yep.
So yeah, let's weld her up. Getting fancy.
Trying to. This is the plate that I'm making up to cover the filler hole. So
nice.
Nathan, how good is it?
Yeah,
Right?
I've just seen that.
I need to knock that down a bit there, but Nathan and I figured out what we want to do. We don't want to weld this in. One of the reasons being why we don't want to weld this in is because after seeing how much that distorted there especially, this is painted. We don't really want to go and weld into a painted surface. So we're going to screw this in, or bolt this in. We're going to do a couple of bolts here. Might even do some Allen key heads eventually, swap them out. Sticker around here so we can pull it in and out if we need to. And then from here, I'll show you because I had a dry brack out. So we're going to sit them in here. All right, we don't know exactly where we're going to put them yet or how we're going to do it, how we're even going to mount this to the panel, because we don't have the dash 8. This is a dash 6. We're using dash 8 line for the entirety of this boot. So We don't have a dash 8 dry brake plate just yet, so we're just going to make this plate, bolt it all in, and leave it at that, and we'll come back to this and revisit this once we have the dash 8 dry brakes. Nathan has finished welding up the floor. It's painted just for rust protection at the minute. We'll put a skimmer filler over that before we're said and done painting this whole boot. Nathan is so keen that he wants to paint in colour.
Yeah, I do.
Which is okay. I'm not going to be there for it, but he can do it.
We don't know if we're going to bully line or paint colour yet.
Yeah.
Bully line, that's fine the way it is.
Yeah, you probably get away with it.
Yeah.
That's one.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's a little high, so remind me to drill down when I do that one. So it was all going swell until Nathan tried to nutso in this, and then he's realised he can't get the nutso gun back out. Uh-oh. Do you reckon we just cut a knot?
Oh, there we go.
Cut a knot out of the fuse. Looks good though.
I think this one's going to be tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that one. Have they got like a super slimline nutsert gun?
You can make one where it's like a flat plate and you use like a nut and bolt to pull it in.
Oh,
you can make your own homemade one. I've seen it before. So that's our filler. Anyways, this is actually stuck. Oh dear. We'll just drill a hole in the top of the fuel plate. Oh, it's one with the car now. Hey!
She's a bit crooked. Just straighten it up.
These are probably not the final ones that we want to use. We'll probably end up using dome ones, I reckon, because they look better. And I can hone out the hole a bit more with put a dome head on it that you won't see. But this gives you sort of an idea of what we want to do. Beautiful. Like it was never there. Lovely.
Mint.
I mean, there's nothing really exciting about a blank plate, but
but soon.
for another day, it'll be cool.
Yeah, no, it's alright. We're getting it done slowly. Well, that's it. Fuel cell's back in. That's plated up. That's bolted in.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
We got nothing else to cross off, do we?
Yeah, we do actually.
Oh, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Feels good to actually knock something off for once.
It does. This is only just the beginning. We've pretty much knocked out the intercooler piping. We've got a good 10mm clearance around all the pipes. The rear of the car, we've filled in that hole. We've plated up the filler neck so we can, when we go to plumbing, we don't have to be fabricating and welding and cutting and drilling. It's just straight into plumbing.
Mini Fab Day, success.
Mini Fab Day, great success.
There's our word of the day right there, Mini Fab.
Mini Fab. Mini Fab is the word of the day for today. If you don't know how this works, you got to comment Mini Fab below and we'll send out a sticker pack to 2 lucky winners in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep following along the Cortina build and other builds that we have done. If you want to support the channel even further, head over to the website and grab a jumper, grab a shirt. Helps us out a long way. And also, if you are not already a Hackshop Garage member, sign up to be a member. We do monthly giveaways, members only meets, and you can come along and enjoy those as well. So, till the next episode, we will continue on the Cortina build.
I'm super stoked with how that has worked out. Just
Looks killer.
it does. Needed in the Fairlane.
Yeah, I do love the intercooler flipped upside down.
Yeah,
Like that, hey.
it works so well. I mean, look how much. There's literally the minimal amount of joins you could possibly put into it.
I think we might do the XE the same. Oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh!
This is gonna look like an MPW build by the end of this.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but Adam's probably going to watch this and be like, oh god, don't put my sticker on that car.
Adam's gonna watch this and be like, no, it's not gonna be an MPW build. It's a big headlight, isn't it? It's like a bus headlight. Ford just went, give us the biggest rectangular headlight you can possibly get.
You know what? That's called design, Michael. See, HQ and Holden, they just was like, let's just keep the circle one, you know, like Land Cruisers and stuff. It's play school.
The square window. And Jody. Was it Jody? I think it was Jody.
Oh, I don't remember names.
Joe and Colin. There was Colin.
I don't remember your name, but I'll remember your car.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm the same.
What did Colin drive?
Back in the day, it would have been an XF Falcon for sure.
You reckon?
Yeah. Right now, my old man's going, "You're getting pendulum, my bloody..." I don't know what you call this thing.
Shimmy, body gauge,
Doohickey.
majiggy. Take the battery off.
I was going to use that joke.
Too slow. You're too slow now.
Too slow, Junior.
You're getting slow with your old age.
Yeah.
The gloves works really well. You
Actually
just put it
does.
on it and then you just shove it in.
It actually does.
Yeah, it works really good.
There's a hack for everyone at home. Whenever you're hacking into your radio support panel.
Quick release.
Yeah.
We just won't put that screw in for when we go racing.
We'll just put a pin.
You just
Arclet.
rock up to the drag strip. Let's go racing. Proper turbo now, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this is a lot of people don't know, but there was factory Cortina turbos with intercoolers just like this.
Yeah, this is factory.
Factory, yeah.
VT1.
Yeah, if anyone asks. BT2.
Oh, I thought you said go. No, go, Bo, go.
I said no, Bo, no.